Peace, love, and light, and integrate darkness. My name is Miss V, and I will be your intuitive guide for today. Welcome to my channel, um, where we focus on being spiritually fit. So, welcome to Concepts with Miss V, where we focus on being spiritually fit. This is my first live that I'm sharing with you guys, so I got compelled to do the video, to do this video live instead of pre-recording it. So you guys are gonna be like feeling all the raw energies and downloads as they come through. No edits, no cuts. It's raw, baby. So I'm going to be talking about. There was a post that I did on Instagram that I posted on here. I reshared here. And I was talking about how it's important for us to protect our energetic fields, right? Because if you're intuitive, if you're empath, and out of nowhere, sometimes you feel like drained or tired, or you feel overwhelmed with energy and dense, like you have this real dense feeling over you, overwhelming feeling. Sometimes these energies don't belong to you. Sometimes they don't belong to us. We're empaths, so we can feel in and absorb other people's energies just by people thinking about us. You know what I mean? Just by peace and laughter. Ayo, peace and love, my love. Thank you so much for being here, being present. I am talking about the reel that I shared about how it's important to protect our energy as empaths, as intuitives. Like I said, we can feel into other people's energies and thoughts and emotions, and it could be overwhelming to us sometimes. So we have to be able to distinguish the difference between what is our energy, what belongs to us, and what doesn't belong to us. You know what I mean? And so when the video that I did, I was talking about how we could be how it's important to scan our energy, our biosphere, like how it's important to be aware, have awareness of our own energetic homes. Our biosphere, our energetic fields, is our energetic homes. Our biosphere is what what we store is in our energy field. So whatever energies that we harbor inside of our energetic field, that's what we're going to feel. So if we have love energy, if we have appreciation, gratitude, you know what I mean? Or if we have sadness, grief, worry, you know what I mean? These energies, these are spirits, that are housed and lives in our biosphere. And we have to be aware of these things because we'll be like, damn, why do I feel this way? You could just be feeling good. And then out of the blue, you're feeling like shit, I say yes. And so, thank you so much, Queen. So it's so important for us to identify these energies, to have confirmation, to have a very secure bond and relationship with ourselves, with our own frequency, with our own energy, you know what I mean? With our own vibration. We must know our vibrations and our energetic homes more thoroughly than anybody else knows us, And so when we do that and we have knowledge of thyself, we know thyself to the core, then that gives us an advantage, to always have a protected space that we cultivate for ourselves. So, can you close the door, my love? So, so in saying that, the way that I usually protect myself is by having awareness. It's all about how present that we are. The more present that we are in our environments, the more that we can be able to manage, what is present. We can be able to, if there's energies coming up, popping up, and we are thoroughly aware of our own energetic signature, of our own energies, and the energy pop up, we'll be like, oh, hold up, swole up. You know what I mean? What is this? Oh, I don't like that feeling. You know what I mean? That don't belong to me. Like, no, I'm content. I did my breath work. I did my meditation. You know what I mean? I fed myself. I nourished myself. I went outside to ground, you know what I mean, with nature. I got recharged by the sun. You know what I mean? Like, I did my breath work. I fulfilled myself creatively. I did whatever creative arts or anything that makes me feel, anything that I love to do. I've done those things to make myself feel good within myself. So where is these energies coming from? Right? They don't belong to me. So, that's important, to know your own energetic signature, to know your own energetic home biosphere better than anybody else. Because when these energies come in, you could be like, no, hold up, swell up, return back. This does, first identify it. This does not belong to me, for one. You know what I mean? And then now this can go back for wherever you came from. I return this back to sender. Yeah. So it's like, you return that back. You get these energies out of your space by identifying each energies that come up. You know what I mean? They don't belong to me. You return it back. So when you identify it first and you return it back, then the next step is to fortify your space. So we fortify our space with our awareness and living a life, becoming a spiritually fit being. People focus a lot on their physical. They focus on being physically fit, and it's important for us to be spiritually fit. How are you physically fit? Well, I'm sure that you exercise, you know what I mean? You move your body, you eat certain things, you pay attention to what you consume, physically. So what are the benefits of being physically fit? You're able to move around, have more mobility. You can be able to experience more life, more quality life, because you have physical flexibility and mobility. So those are the benefits, of being physically fit, is that you get to experience life, at a different quality level that others who are not physically fit, they struggle with that. You know what I mean? They have a hard time. It's not so much of a desirable experience for them every day to get up and to want to go do certain things in life, and to want to get up and go and fulfill certain things, because they're physically not feeling it. You know what I mean? They're not physically fit. So spiritually fit, this is very important. You know what I mean? Because if you're not, you could be physically fit, and you can have, you can be able to have mobility. But if you're not spiritually fit, your mobility will be constrained. You know what I mean? It will be your spiritual mobility, it won't be high vibrational. You won't have, the energy to want to do certain things and accomplish certain things, you know what I mean? And want to align with the highest, greater timelines. That takes too much energy, you know what I mean? Like, to be spiritually fit, it's important for us to know that if we're not right within ourselves, like Lauryn Hill said it, she said, if you're not right within, then you don't win. You know what I mean? You ain't winning if you're not right within. So it's very important for us to focus on being spiritually fit and physically fit too. you know. But spiritually fit comes first before being physically fit, because you could be able to be physically fit and move around, but if you are not spiritually fit, then you know then it's going to be very hard for you to have the motivation and inspiration in spirit. Inspiration means you inspire means in spirit. You're in the spirit to want to do something. If you're not spiritually fit, enough, then you're not going to be in the spirit to want to accomplish anything. Do you mind saving this live? I'm currently working and don't want to miss anything. Yes, my love. I'm going to share it. I'm definitely going to share this live, so those who didn't get to see it now, and whoever's going to be tapping in later, they'll be able to come back and tap in later. So I love you. Peace, love, and light, and integrated darkness, my love, for tapping in. And so, being spiritually fit is very important. Is an important foundation. Because when it's like having emotional intelligence. They talk about having emotional intelligence, right? Emotional intelligence means that your intellect, you're aware, and tapped in with these different energies. You know how they affect you. You know where these energies are coming from. You know how to respond to certain energies when they come up in your energetic biosphere, right? I missed what you said. Let's see. You said, how you gonna win if you ain't right within? Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you, love, tapping in. How you gonna win if you ain't right within? So it's so important for us to not just overly focus on being physically fit, but it's very much important for us, to be spiritually fit just as much, So, the benefits of being spiritually fit is that you'll have spiritual stamina, you'll have spiritual endurance. Anything can happen to you, all type of negative shit, you know what I mean? You can be bombarded with all type of circumstances, that'll happen in your life. Life is not perfect, you know what I mean? Like there's adversary spirits, adversary energies that are sent directly to test your patience, you know what I mean? To test your endurance, you know what I mean? To challenge you, to challenge your perspective of who you say you are. You said you're this person. You said you want to do this. You said you want to fulfill this in life, in this lifetime. All right. My name is Adversary Spirit. Let's see if you about who you say you are, or if you're really trying to manifest this, if you're really trying to live up to your legacy of why you're here. Right? So in those cases, when these adversary spirits come at you, you know what I mean, and it's just like overwhelmingly coming at you left and right, up and down, you know what I mean, like coming at you like this, like, what are you gonna do? If you're not spiritually fit, you're going to break. You're going to fumble. You're going to lay down and stay down. That laying down and staying down is not an option for a spiritually fit person. You know what I mean? They see their intellect tells them, all right, I see where this is coming from. I see how this is trying to, impact my life experience and my energy negatively. And I'm not going to allow this. I'm not going to allow this to happen, because this does not belong to me. This is not my truth. You know what I mean? My truth is my legacy of who I am, to my core, and why I'm here and what I'm here to do, and I know that my energy and my intelligence, my wisdom, my essence, my vibration, you know what I mean? I know how important and impactful it is to people here, to all beings here, to life, to all life here. So I'm not going to allow anything to compromise my stance and position of being able to create life here. Peace, love, peace, peace, peace. I appreciate all you guys tapping in. I'm talking about the importance of being spiritually fit. we focus about, you know, being, this world has us only focus on our physical, you know, oh, like, oh, you know, my beauty, my outside beauty, you know what I mean? But you ugly inside, you know what I mean? Like you're mean, you're rude, you know what I mean? You're distasteful, you're inconsiderate, you know what I mean? Like these things we don't see when we first see people. It depends, you know what I mean? If you're intuitive, you can be able to sense that energy on them. But this world only has you focus on the superficial outside aspects of things, and the physical, being physically fit, you know what I mean? And yes, even though that's attractive, that attracts you, energy attracts you too, you know what I mean? People are attracted to energy, not people. They're attracted to the energy that the people embodies, right? A lot of people who are attracted to me, they're attracted to me not just because how I look. Yes, I'm attractive, you know what I mean? But this is because I work on myself inside, internally, you know what I mean? There was a time before when I felt like I wasn't so attractive, so I didn't really look so attractive because inside I didn't feel that way. I wasn't spiritually fit. I was not exercising my spirit. You know what I mean? Let's talk about that skin deep internal beauty that permeates. Exactly that. You know what I mean? It's so important. I'm gonna post this other live that I did about beauty, the import of what's true beauty. You know what I mean? What does beauty mean to you? And I'm not gonna go on a tangent about that, but but being spiritually fit, it benefits us in many aspects of in our life, you know. So what helps me be spiritually fit, how I pretty much cultivate my exercises, right, is by first, I spend a lot of time alone, you know what I mean? So spending a lot of time alone gives me the space to be able to tap in with my own energy, so I can check in with myself and build a deeper relationship with my energy. You know, we must build a deep relationship with our energy. So when we have when we build a deep relationship with our energy, and then when we go out into the outside world and we're engaging with other energies, we can be able to feel the difference between our energy and other entities and other people's energies. You know what I mean? So then that way we won't mesh our energies with them and then become how they feel or become who they are. You know what I mean? It's important for us to keep our sovereign energetic makeup. So I'll go deeper into that later, but basically fortifying your energy. I'm gonna get back to that, about fortifying your energy. The video that I made, I was talking about how, you know, it's important to protect your energy. So the way how I protect my energy is with awareness. I bring my awareness, you know, to, like I said, to my energetic biosphere, who I am, right? And I cover myself with love. So the first thing that I do when I rise up in the rising, I make sure that, you know, when you're in a dream state too, you gotta realize and recognize that that's an energetic exchange too. I would wake up and feel certain energies and feel dense. You know what I mean? Like people can astral travel to you. You know what I mean? You can astral travel to other people. You can experience other people's energies, other entities' energies. You know what I mean? In the dream state, you can be exposed to all these different energies. So when you wake up, you know, and you have vivid dreams, you wake up from a vivid dream, you can wake up and have downloaded in your system, in your body, these heavy energies or dense energies or whatever energies that you were experiencing in your dream state. That's why you'd be like, whew, damn, you know what I mean? Damn, I had a bad dream, you know what I mean? Or like, peace, you know, I'm talking about being spiritually fit. And so, you can wake up and and have those energies downloaded into your system. So it's important for us to cleanse all the time. You know what I mean? To cleanse not just physically, but energetically. That's part of being spiritually fit. So um we extract these energies out of our space, you know what I mean, by first acknowledging that they're there. So when I wake up in the rising, and if I have this type of energy, if I have those energies, you know, I'll take a spiritual bath. I'll take a bath with magnesium and Epsom salt, you know what I mean, different essential oils and stuff, and some sage. And then I fortify my temple energetically with those vibrations because it makes me feel a certain way. It's all about the feeling, you know what I mean? We can't manifest higher timelines if we feel dense and heavy emotions, you know what I mean? That's why a lot of people are stuck in karmic loops and stuck stagnant in a life that they don't, that's unfulfilled, because they feel they have unfulfilling energies that they're housing in their biosphere, you know? So it's important for us to know who we are, know thyself, and extract these energies out of our space as often, you know, as we need to. Feeling is a secret. Exactly. You feel it so you can heal it. You know what I mean? You can intellectualize things as much as you want to, but if you don't feel that, the truth of it, you know what I mean? It's just an ideology, you know? It's just a thought. It's not an embodiment and not an experience. An experience is you've embodied memories. You know what I mean? You embodied the feelings that create memories, and now these memories live eternally, you know, in your energetic system, in your vessel, you know what I mean, in your membranes, you know. So I would take a bath, you know, and cleanse that way. That helps me to physically cleanse. But then it's just so simple as, okay, when I rise, I fortify myself with an energetic shield, you know. So 1 o'clock. I shield myself. And words are so important because words creates worlds. So I would shield myself with words, and I tell myself, like, okay, you know what I mean? After I've extracted the energies out, you know, you don't want to just try to lock in the energies with you. You want to release the energies out first. You know what I mean? Do what you need to do to cleanse it out first. Then you fortify your vessel by saying, I would say, like, okay, only love can penetrate my vessel. Only love is allowed here. You know what I mean? Only love can penetrate me. Nothing can penetrate me if it is not of love, true love, you know. And just by saying these certain words to yourself and feeling how it feels to your vessel, this fortifies you. It might not, you know, this might seem all woo woo, but it really do work, you know what I mean? Because it's the intention. It's the intention and the action, inspired action that you take to actually sit and say these things and do it. Because think about this. There's people out here that could be that's thinking negatively about you and sending and just having thoughts, sending these thoughts towards you. And if you're not in your mind saying these words to protect yourself, then their words is going to be slicing you and dicing you and penetrating your energetic force field. You know, you'll have holes in your biosphere, your aura, you know, if you don't intentionally fortify your space. So, that being said, this is part 2 about how it's important to protect your energy. This is the confirmation I asked for. Ashe, look, and you tapped in to receive it. So, you know, you can look up other things, other mantras or other ways to visualize, like protective white light or purple light, you know what I mean, emanating golden light, how they say that protects your energetic field. So then that way nothing that is not of love can come into your space. I only allow divine love to penetrate me. You know what I mean? So when you get into that energy and you fortify your vessel that way, you will experience manifestations at a higher rate, because you're going to be vibrating higher, because you're not going to be dragging along in life. You're not going to be walking around in life dragging on other people's dense energies and negativity and jealousy and envy and envious energy vibes. You know what I mean? You're going to cut out those vibes out of your energetic field, you know what I mean, and only be fortified by love. Love is important to embody and to call into your space, because it eradicates all illusion. It dismantles the power and control of illusion. You know what I mean? Of lower level entities. Lower level entities can't exist in love. You know what I mean? In a zone of love. That's why if you're emanating so much love, people that's negative and vibrating at a lower frequency, they ain't gonna want to be around you. You know what I mean? So that being said, I hope that this helps, whoever that it helps. If you would like to have see more contact, so much love. If you would love to, have more engagement with me, I will be posting more videos here. And, I'm actually holding sacred space. So if you have any questions or anything, you can email me. And I'm gonna drop my email into the description box. And fortify yourselves, my loves. Understand how, when you're a spiritually fit person, nobody will be able to test you. You know what I mean? Because they could just feel in your energy that she not the one, he not the one. You know what I mean? And if anything, any ill will that they're trying to send your way, that shit gonna go right back to them, and they gonna experience that shit tenfold, 1,000-fold. You know what I mean? You ain't got nothing to worry about when you're a spiritually fit person, because nature works for you. You know what I mean? You don't gotta physically do nothing. You know what I mean? You just emanate your love, and your spirit team, you know what I mean, your spirit guides will protect you and fortify you, because you're putting in the efforts and the love, and the work, you know what I mean, physically in this earth realm, to protect yourselves. And then you'll be able to get that supported help. You know what I mean? Nobody's not going to help you more than you're willing to help yourself. So on that note, peace, love, and light, integrated darkness, y'all. I am Venus Sublime. I love y'all. Peace.